All right, the next part of chapter 2 and 2.3, we're going to talk a lot about postulates. And along with the postulates are going to come some diagrams. If you remember postulates, they're kind of like rules, and diagrams, of course, are like pictures. So along with our rules are going to have some pictures. So the first rule or postulate is postulate 2.1, and it's called the 2-point postulate. And it states that through any 2 points, there is exactly one line. So I drew that. I had 2 points, and through these 2 points, there's exactly one line. I couldn't get another line out of them, like I couldn't draw here, because it would only go through B. It wouldn't also go through A. So there's only one line that exists through these 2 points. And in 2.2, postulate 2.2, these guys kind of go together. It's called the line point postulate. And it states that a line contains at least 2 points. So it kind of works backwards. These are like backwards of each other. So it's saying that if you have a line, it has to have at least 2 points. It could have more, but it has to have at least 2. So these guys are kind of paired together. And the next part, this postulate is postulate 2.3, and it's called the line intersection. And it states that if 2 lines intersect or run into each other or cross, just like this, then they intersect at exactly 1 point. So it's like making a letter X. I know that the X, that there's going to be exactly 1 point right there. So again, I highlighted that. Number 2.4, this guy is called the 3-point postulate. And the 3-point postulate states that through any 3 nonlinear points, there is exactly one plane. So it's really important, this guy right here, nonlinear. Nonlinear points establish the plane. So I can see there's 3 points, and they're not all in a line. They're kind of just all over this little piece of paper, right? This is a plane. It's kind of like a flat piece of paper here. That through these 3 points, I couldn't just draw a line. So that's, remember what that non-linear means. So 3 points, there's exactly one plane. And then kind of his brother here, kind of opposite, working in conjunction with, is 2.5. And 2.5 postulate is the plane point postulate. And it says that a plane contains at least 3 non-linear points. So again, these kind of combine and work together. The next postulate is postulate 2.6, and this one is called the plane line. And it states that if 2 points lie in a plane, then the line containing them must also lie on the plane. So they're saying that if these 2 points are on this piece of paper, or on this plane, that this line that connects them together also has to be on that piece of paper, on that plane. And the last postulate is called the plane intersection postulate, postulate 2.7. And it states that if 2 planes intersect, then their intersection is a line. So these 2 pieces of paper, I was kind of trying to draw this so you could see it. So 2 pieces of paper intersect, and where they intersect is a line, kind of like a fold right there where those 2 pieces of paper intersect together. The last piece of this lesson that we're going to take a look at in our notes is talking about a line that's perpendicular to a plane. And remember, I wrote that little upside down T to remind you what perpendicular looks like and means, so we don't have to write that word anymore. So a line that's perpendicular to a plane is, again, a plane is like a piece of paper, and a line is like shooting straight out of it. And you can see, again, I marked perpendicular with this little right angle. And so they just wanted you to be aware of kind of what that looks like. I know my drawing isn't perfect here, but I have a little piece of paper and I have an arrow that's coming right straight up and straight down from it. And this line is perpendicular to the plane because I have that little marking right there, making that right angle.